Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we start for today's video, take the time to like and subscribe. It does help me a lot. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make these DIY root tabs. They save you a lot of money and they're best than the regular kind. And for the record, I'm not saying the regular are bad or anything. It's just that these ones will give you a lot more for your money, and that's what we want here. Now let's go over what's actually in these capsules. I'm using Osmicote Plus Premium Formula. It has 11 essential nutrients for every plant's needs, and it is of course fish safe, but always do your guys' research before you do anything. Now let's go over the reasons why you want to use this. It lasts up to 6 months, which is double than a regular root tab. Because it's such a slow releaser, you don't need to worry about it changing the chemistry of your water or your pH or changing the balance in your tank. And compared to a few dollar difference, you get a lot more in quantity compared to regular root tab. Let's move on to see what it is made out of. It has both ammonia and nitrate nitrogen, and magnesium and potassium. Also iron, which is really good for plants, but keep in mind it does have copper, which is toxic to invertebrates like this sleeping rabbit snail. So keep that in mind, but most root tabs does contain copper, but at very low quantities. Same with this. But I'm not a chemist, so no promises. That's why it's so important for you guys to do your research before you do anything like this. The bottle does come with a screw on and screw off lid, and comes with a guard to sprinkle in or to dump in if you do choose to on the other side. Preferably you want to take the guard off, which is easy to clip off. And it does come with a measuring spoon inside. But we won't be using that a lot. Now let's start it with our setup. First, you'll need your Osmicote, of course, and a container. That's so you could pour some of the fertilizer inside. Also, gelatin pill capsules. Don't worry, they are eco-friendly and fish-friendly as well, so you don't need to worry about them, and will dissolve in water in less than an hour. You could also use ice trays and freeze the fertilizer with an ice cubes, but I prefer the pill capsules since it's a lot easier to handle and smaller to use. They will float, so be careful about that, but don't handle them too gently. They're made to be swallowed by us, so they can handle a rough ride. After you have all your fertilizer in your container, you want to grab a couple of pill capsules. And take them apart like so. It's easy to do this, so once you have, fill them up with fertilizer. Me personally, I like to fill them up all the way, as much fertilizer they can fit in. After that, you push them back together again, and you will feel a little click locking them back in place. once you have all the root tabs you ever wanted, put the fertilizer back inside the bottle. And this should be the result. A nice DIY root tab. Make sure they're all locked in place. That's so they don't spill open when you do put them in the substrate. Now the only last step left is to plant them. But before we do, I'd like to run a few things by you first. For the best result, make sure you put them under root feeders, like this beautiful Scarlet Temple plant. Even though it's a slow grower, it does have a very complex root structure underneath, so it will appreciate some root tabs. And if you're looking for some red in your tank, besides Ligwigia, but I don't know why you wouldn't want Ligwigia in your tank, it's an awesome plant. This plant will be great for beginners. It doesn't need CO2 to keep its red leaves. But the one that's mostly going to benefit from this is the cryptocorns right here. The mother plant is so huge, it's already setting runners to duplicate itself, and is the best beginner plant of all, in my opinion. I even decided to add some to the Vallisneria to see what would happen, and as you can tell, it has grown a lot of runners. Let's take a closer look of those runners. They really spread out a lot ever since I got them. overall, these root tabs can leak into the water column and cause an algae bloom, or even raise the ammonia and kill your inhabitants. So do be careful and plant them deep into the substrate. That's all for this video, guys. Subscribe, like the video, and of course, I hope you guys have a fantastic day.